Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Bella. I had to come in today on a Sunday. I had to come back. You know why? Because I got to bring y'all some real talk, y'all. Now, I am not the one to try to blast a black athlete, but I got to call it how I see it, y'all. So, Quinshon Judkins, y'all, was a rookie cornerback who was drafted in the same draft class as Shedeur Sanders. He was arrested, y'all, this past weekend on a domestic violence allegation. Y'all, I've been scrolling through YouTube. Now, the same Cleveland reporters, right, who has media stalked Shador Sanders, every little move he makes, y'all, not one local Cleveland reporter is covering this. Zero, nada. Meanwhile, if this was Shedeur Sanders, it'd be headline after headline, and y'all know I ain't lying. So let's unpack why the silence is defining and what it says about coverage and who gets the spotlight. So what do we know so far, y'all, before I play this video? Judkins was reportedly arrested over the weekend on domestic violence charges, y'all. Despite online chatter and initial records, no major Cleveland outlet like Plain Dealer, Cleveland.com, local TV has dropped a story. I combed through the archives. Nothing. Not even a slip. Not even a click. Compared to Shador, even a speeding ticket, y'all, man, he would be plastered all over the internet. And y'all know I ain't lying. And I hate that this happened to Quinshon. He seemed like a very good athlete. Whatever happens, we don't really know the facts yet. I really don't want to make it about Quinshon. I'm just trying to prove a point because I don't like to bring black men down. But we got to ask y'all, when a black athlete from a less spotlighted background gets in trouble, where is the coverage? This silence speaks volumes, y'all. So let me get this straight. Big stars equal big coverage, but rookies from smaller programs, and he's really not from a smaller program because he went to OSU. Not so much though. Could it be oversight? Could it be protective insider coverage? Either way, transparency matters. And why should we care? Well, domestic violence isn't clickbait. It's real. It affects lives. Silence doesn't protect anyone. It hurts the community accountability. The Browns owe fans and the public clarity, especially in a Me Too era. So why are not the Cleveland media reporting on this, y'all? Why? So Cleveland outlets needs to pick it up or explain their silence. The Browns front office should at least comment because if it was Shador, right, it'll be all over the media. So even if Judkins is presumed innocent, which I hope he is, we don't know what happened. We're really not here about him. We really hear about the Cleveland media and how they have biases in the media. They stalk Shador. They do a video on anything this kid does. Welcome to the channel. Come on in, you guys. Thank you for joining me. Yeah. Cleveland outlets need to explain their silence. Why hasn't the Browns front office commented? We need honest conversations, y'all. We're not trying to cancel anybody, but we are trying to hold Cleveland media accountable. So let's go ahead and get into the article the little video of what happened to Quinshon over the weekend. And like I said, I hate that this happened to Quinshon, but it is what it is.
A big story out of the sports world. Controversy this morning surrounding one of the NFL's most promising rookies.
Cleveland Browns running back Quinshon Judkins was arrested here in South Florida yesterday. And Local 10's Hannah Yeshivi joins us live at the Broward County Main Jail as we learn more about the charges he's now facing. Hannah, what have you learned?
Ladies, the 21-year-old football player has been charged with domestic violence, and this morning he is waking up right here behind me at the Broward County Main Jail in Fort Lauderdale. He was arrested yesterday afternoon, and he was just drafted by the Cleveland Browns. If you take a look at your screen right now, you're going to see his latest picture. This is a mugshot for Quinshon Judkins, and jail records show he is facing a domestic violence and battery charge. At this time, we don't have other details about this specific arrest, but we are working to gather more details for you. The professional football player is a running back for the Cleveland Browns after being drafted in the second round of this year's NFL draft. The young player used to be a former running back for the Ohio State Buckeyes, where he helped lead the team to a national championship this last season. According to a spokesperson for the Browns, the team is aware of the arrest and gathering more information right now. Judkins was expected to report for training camp this coming Friday on July 18. So back out here live, the football player's first court appearance is scheduled to happen a little later this morning. He is expected to face a judge. That judge could give him a bond amount, and he could be released later tonight or tomorrow. We're live in Fort Lauderdale. Hannah Yeshivi, Local 10 News.
Ain't no way.
So we already know, y'all. Just think about it. If this was Shedeur Sanders in the same position, every major channel would be screaming headlines. Where is the energy for Jenkins? And I'm not trying to put him on blast, y'all. I am just trying to make a point of the underlying bias. Why does some stories get massive coverage like a speeding ticket, right? Especially when you have compared to something involving domestic, something serious like domestic violence. Cleveland Browns media is like, shh, hush. Is it about star power? It can't be about race because Quinshon is black too, or is it something else? I think it's the star power narrative. The media narrates the control of what happens. So, but how do selective stories affect public perception of accountability in NFL? I mean, it's not fair. Shador got blasted for a speeding ticket. He was on the media, social networks for days, probably weeks. Well, they're not really talking about the speeding ticket anymore. But all I'm saying is, if this was Shedeur, oh man. So what do you think it means when the media, like Cleveland media, is silent about something that's serious, y'all? And trust me, we can look together. Nobody in Cleveland is talking about it. Nobody. I've never heard of this Brown reporter, Birch. I've never heard of him. The major Cleveland media is not talking about this, y'all. It's crazy. When news outlets choose what to report, they shape the conversation. They often leave out critical narratives that matter to real people. So for them not to talk about this, it just lets me know that when it's something serious and it's not who they want it to be, they stay silent. So I'm going to urge local reporters, Cleveland reporters, and let's wait till tomorrow, Monday. See what happens. Maybe they waiting to see what happened. I don't know. But if it was Shedeur, they wouldn't care, right, y'all? They would have blasted and plastered him all over social media. And that's my point of this video. Y'all know I ain't lying. I mean, it is Navolia. I mean, Cleveland can't catch a break. But if it was Shedeur, man, bye. We would be sitting here. It'll be on every media channel. It will be all over Facebook, all over TikTok. I had a few people inbox me this, but I went on Facebook. I went on Instagram. I went on TikTok. I went on YouTube just to see. And no one in Cleveland is talking about this, y'all. Nobody should be above public scrutiny, especially in an era where accountability is non-negotiable. My advice for the local Cleveland media, because we already don't trust you, you already have rubbed us the wrong way, right? We coming in trying to be a part of you guys, and you guys dissed us, called us the Sanders Nation, some shit. Y'all need to empower your listeners to demand better journalism and proactive reporting from the trusted media sources. Because right now, you know what, Navolia, how is Shador's career over? I mean, what team have you played on to make that decision? Please enlighten us. So back to what I was saying, because I don't understand why the fuck are you even on here if you think Shador's career is over. I mean, I know you see I'm pro Shedeur. So for you to come over here and say that bullshit is crazy. I don't understand you people. You follow people that you don't like. That's a mental fucking illness. I mean, because I got the power to block you, so it's just like why say stupid shit and people comment? But I'm put you on the timeout. Put you on the timeout because you don't know no better. I'm sure you're probably not even black. Anyway, you got the media stalkers. They come in all forms, y'all. All forms. It's crazy. So back to what I was saying. The media, Cleveland local media. You may see this or you may not see. I don't know. You need to explain. Because one thing Shedeur fans will do is hold you accountable. And since you're not treating this fairly, you need to explain how ignoring crucial stories can perpetrate a cycle where important issues aren't addressed, leaving your fans in the dark. What is going on with Quinshon? I mean, I'm quite sure if it was Shedeur, we would know, right, y'all? We would know. It would be on every channel. It would be on every media outlet. It would be on every social media platform. We know this. Let's not play like we don't. So let me remind everyone, domestic violence isn't just another headline. It's a serious issue that deserves honest coverage, support for the victims, and no excuses. So I'm going to encourage my audience to share this episode, to tag local Cleveland reporters or even Cleveland Browns if they believe in fair coverage for every story. Because it's only fair that we know what the hell happened with Quinshon, just like y'all would have told us what would have happened with Shedeur. We knew every in and out of his speeding ticket. We knew where he got stopped, what car he was driving, who was with him. God damn, we knew everything because y'all told us that. But now you're quiet on something this serious? Nah, that's some bullshit. So y'all, if y'all feeling this and you want to see more truth out here, hit that like and share button. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's get the conversation started. And if you're not here for Shedeur, why the fuck are you here? You know what I'm saying? So, if it was Shedeur, it'd be everywhere. Cleveland, your silence on Judkins is making us wonder what is really going on. What is really going on with Cleveland media? We want to know exactly what happened with Quinshon Judkins. I want to know, how does his case compare to a bigger name like Shador Sanders? I want to know the role of Cleveland media bias in shaping narrative. And I also want to know why fair, unbiased reporting matters now more than ever. So, y'all, let's question Cleveland media. So, all right, y'all. That's all the tea I got right now. I don't want to keep hammering Quinshon because we don't know what happened. And I hate that happened to my brother. Hate that happened to him. But we all know if this was Shador Sanders, y'all, we would know. We'll probably know what that boy ate yesterday because the media would have told us. You know what I'm saying? So that's the tea on Quinshon Judkins and the Cleveland media radio silence. If this situation had been Shedeur Sanders, you know it would be on every feed, every channel. But this selective reporting, it is a clear sign that accountability isn't consistent. I'm calling on every Cleveland reporter, every Cleveland news outlet. It's time to do better and cover every story that matters. So if you agree, share this episode, tag Cleveland media. Let's spark the conversation that puts for change, y'all. So thanks for tuning in. Let's keep fighting for the truth. And remember, your voice matters. I am Bella, and this is Black Culture is Lit TV. And until next time, y'all, peace out.